Yeah, we feel very confident. We're not going to shy away from the fact that we didn't play our best football, particularly in the back end last year. We're going to use that to motivate us, and that's something that's remained. Um, I don't know if it's been in the back of our minds, maybe it's been in the front of our minds. And that's something that you can either kind of make excuses, or you can own up to it and figure out what you can do a better job of, and use it as a motivator to get better. Yeah, it's a great group. It really is. The young safeties, young corners. It's a great group. They're exciting. They've got a lot of ability. They are learning to be more and more detailed as we go. Flying around. They really care. High give a crap factor. Let's go with that. But a fun group to coach. Well, in some scrimmages, and he looks great. Excited for court. Well, he's an older guy. I mean, how much is he going to play? I mean, that remains to be seen, and those types of things. Has he been a leader? He's definitely matured a great deal since the first day I met Josh, and we're very proud of him for that. Yeah, if you watched Lathan's high school film, he was more, deep player, a deep field oriented, middle field safety, and those types of things. He ended up being a much better cover player than we anticipated. And if you go back and watch, now I would expect to see Lathan all over the field this year, but if you go back to the Clemson game, you saw him mostly covering in the slot, and that was something that we were not necessarily anticipating him doing at such a high level. If you know Cam, you know what a hard worker he is and what a detailed young man he is. Don't be surprised if you look up 20 years from now and Cam Martinez is the president of the United States or something. I mean, he's unbelievable. I wouldn't put anything past him. He's developed extremely fast through this. Now, it wasn't overnight, but just because of how hard he worked. And if you go back to last January, he was most improved in the weight room, and he carried that work. He's just a grinder, man. He just gets after it every day, and he's developed. The fun thing about guys that don't have a ton of defensive experience, whether it's Demario McCall at corner or Cam Martinez at safety, they don't know anything better other than just to do what you tell them to do. So that you tell them what to do, and that's the way they do it, because otherwise they have no idea what they're doing. So they pick the techniques up quickly. They work really hard at it. Cam's played exceptionally well. Very excited for him.
I'm fast. Ohio State, we have fast people. We have fast players. I'm very versatile. I can fit in the box. I can guard. I can go back in deep thirds. I can do pretty much anything that a 5'9" player can do, and I'm just 6'4". So I just say, like, just being fast and just being physical in the box. So that's what makes me. I use it as an advantage: speed, the skill, my length. I use everything as an advantage, of course. But really, it's just being disciplined and detailed, because, like, you can have all the speeds you want, you can have all the things you want, but if you ain't disciplined, then it's not gonna work. So yeah. And Ronnie Hickman is so good. Like, let me tell y'all about Ronnie. This dude, he has ball instincts. Like, he would go attack the ball real quick. Like, before, like, I'm talking about, like, he's very smart. He's very confident. He has a lot of heart. This dude Ronnie Hickman is, man, he's so good. And over the spring in the camp, me and him was battling. We were just making each other better. Like, it was so crazy, man. It was so good, because I learned off him, and he learns off me. It's some things he can do, and some things I can do, and some things that, is very, so, but we learn off each other. We also teach each other. But Ronnie Hickman is a very good player, like, absolutely good player.
Trust me, I'm not the only one. We all dogs. I mean, this is the whole DB unit this year is, I mean, scary good. So, Craig, he's a dog. You know what I mean? I mean, we're all. It's gonna be real, cool to see how this year turns out, because we're just so good. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Oh, I mean, I was just trying to get my feet wet again. Not playing football for about a year. Just trying to get the rust off. Just just that's why I study film so much, because I knew when I step back on the field, I didn't want to be behind in any way. So, my coaches know what I can do. I know what I can do. My teammates know what I can do, and it was really just about getting my feet wet again, getting the rust off, and just playing the game. That's what makes this DB unit this year so good, is because all of us are so versatile, and it's that's really what makes it so great this year. And it's like not just a few guys. I mean, it's all of us. You know what I mean? We're all smart. We're all very instinctive. We're smart, physical. You know, so it's going to be really, really exciting to see what we do this year.
I wouldn't say I'm a 10, but I mean, I would say, just kind of, getting to that point. Probably would just say kind of like in the middle of that. I mean, there's just so many things. Like, I mean, every day, I just there's something that just comes up and it's like, wow, I just never knew that before. But one thing I will say is quarterback really helped me to kind of just adjust to that and just kind of make things a little bit easier and just kind of understanding the whole thing too. With certain types of coverages and things that you just have to learn. And I will say that was kind of an advantage for me. Being a quarterback and then going to DB and just kind of being thrown into that smoke like that, allows you to get better. And I mean, you have to get better. So just being able to do that and just getting those reps, is really helpful and it's helped me become a really good player.
I think the bullet positions have been good. I think it fits my style of play, my athleticism. So I'm very excited about it, and so are the other guys in the room. Lathan's my guy, man. He stepped up to the plate, man. I mean, we talk about competitive excellence a lot. That's a big thing, We threw him in there. Penn State, other games he came in and made plays right away, man. So he has a really, really, really bright future ahead of him, man. I'm excited to see what he does this year. We're coming for it all this year, man. We're coming for it all. We got definitely more depth, man. Really talented room. We're deeper this year, so I'm really excited to see what we can do as well.
Just you can't have an off day. There is no days where you can really take a play off or just not come here with your A game on, because we have, like I said, the best receivers, the best quarterback, the best O-line, D-line, linebackers. Every position on the field is the best in the country. So if you don't come here with your A game, then you're gonna get exposed. Yeah, I think we do definitely have a chip on our shoulder, and I think this year is gonna be a great year for all of our DBs, and I think it's gonna be really exciting to what we do. I think Cameron Martinez is ready to go. I don't stutter when I say that. I think he put in hard work. He had a great fall camp. He really balled. I mean, every receiver challenging every receiver, no matter who stepped in front of him. And I think he's ready to play. And if you watched him play today, you wouldn't be able to tell that he wasn't a DB his whole life. The coach that prepared me, and I think prepared all the safeties to be able to play every position on the field. So I feel comfortable playing every safety position we have.
I like the free safety spot. I like being like that person over the top. I feel like I'm rangy. But I also don't mind playing in the box, so I do miss going down and actually getting into action a lot like I used to. What I'll say is we're ready. I mean, we've been practicing every day. We know we've done this off season, so I feel like we'll shock a lot of people this year. The last few years, we haven't had near as many DBs as we have now. So that's actually a big change for us. But also, I just feel like we can keep guys fresh. Like, we don't have to try to kill ourselves and like grind ourselves in the ground every day at practice and even in games. Like we have and we trust people to come in and play behind us.